Christie is not done with Sharp James yet. There is another case pending, illegal personal use of city-issued credit cards. It's the other shoe the heavy foot of the law plans to drop on the Newark icon. He's on the run, but authorities are confident he won't be able to hide forever. 3 different agencies are trying to track him down to force him to face charges in the death of an innocent baby. At the Passaic County Prosecutor's Office, Vanessa Tyler, CW11 News at 10. While there are some banks that are strong, there are those that are very weak and desperately needing the backing of a bailout. Will this be a lesson learned to return to banking the old-fashioned way?
We're following big developments out of Vatican City. Pope Benedict is stepping down. The Vatican surprised the world, announcing this morning that Pope Benedict XVI will resign in 3 weeks. This is the first time since 1415 that a pope has resigned. And what happens next is history in the making. In a shocking announcement, Pope Benedict XVI announced today he will resign at the end of this month. Meantime, people all across our region are reacting to the news of Pope Benedict's resignation. Files 1's Jody Goldberg joins us from Rockville Center, New York. All eyes will be on the Garden State come 2014 for the Super Bowl 48 at MetLife Stadium. But off the field, there are concerns about human trafficking. The Record's Karen Sudol joins us on the phone with more. Hi, Karen.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Now, there's been some debate about whether there is any link between human trafficking and events like the Super Bowl. What have you found in your reporting? Rage today over a decision to fill a top church position in Newark. 12 years after admitting to touching a teenage boy, a Wyckoff priest is now back in the pulpit. Files 1's Barb Consiglio has more. Rutgers University is honoring Tyler Clementi. It's dedicating a new program and center at the New Brunswick campus. The center will focus on the issues of cyberbullying and gay youth. It's a joint effort between the school and the Tyler Clementi Foundation. We're learning more about the death of former Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle. Kyle is the most decorated sniper in U.S. history with 160 confirmed kills.
Even the simplest things are now a struggle.
Right here, Jess. Bring that leg up. Bring it up. Up.
Jesse Morella trying to move his legs. Keep in mind, this from a kid who used to ride these things, fast and high. But then again, that was before the other high, the night he sniffed heroin. His doctor at Children's Specialized Hospital says his damage was off the chart.
On a scale of, say, 1 to 10, he was 9. It was quite extensive, pretty much involved the whole brain.
Bottom line, while drugged up, he went into a deep sleep, began to vomit and aspirate, cutting off oxygen to his brain for 10 minutes. For a kid who was going places, he's back to square one.
It's basically relearning one step at a time, just like a newborn.
Try to put the stone in.
This is his level now. At 17, being able to put the stone in a cup is considered success.
And the progress that he's made is astounding.
Always in his corner, his mom.
When we were told that this was a drug overdose, our initial reaction was absolutely not.
Many parents would probably say no way also. A Health and Human Services 2004 study shows 48,000 12 to 17-year-olds have tried heroin. And in New Jersey, where Jesse is from, young people 18 to 25 are 2.5 times more likely to use heroin than the same age group in the rest of the country.
I beat myself up hard over this in the beginning.
She and her husband warned both their boys about drugs, but his friends were more persuasive. Friends who haven't even paid him a visit to see what a night of partying has done.
So that's why I'm hoping that Jesse is going to be a visual.
What Scared Straight did for kids in crime, she's hoping her son can do to frighten teens about drugs.
It's not scary enough. That's what I always say to the kids. What's it going to take to scare you? But when Jesse goes to a school and talk, then I get the letters from the kids. That's scary enough.
Go ahead. Take one of the balls.
At 16, my son made a decision that took his life. Essentially, it took his life.
Come on, Jess. Let's get it in. Last one.
The Colbath family is not complete without Maxie, their Labrador Golden Retriever mix. She's in family portraits and family videos. part of the family for 8 years, even had her own Christmas pictures. Now she's dead. And Brian Colbath, who loved his dog so much, he even took naps with Maxie, saw his dog die.
I'm in a puddle of blood. I have blood all over me.
While delivering food to his mother's Piscataway home a little more than a year ago, he accidentally tripped the door alarm. Piscataway police officer responded. Maxie, who goes with him everywhere, was in his truck. When the officer walked onto the property, she started to bark.
I said, Maxie, no.
Too late. The officer became frightened, pulled out his holster.
With this franticness, and then just like, pow. I mean, I didn't even have a chance to say another word.
One shot to the head, Brian says, right through Maxie's eye. On the ground, holding her for what seemed like an hour while she continued to bleed and suffer. He reluctantly asked another officer to shoot his beloved dog again, this time to put her out of her misery.
And so I just turned and I just started walking away because I didn't want to see it. And so they shoot the dog in the heart now. And so now the dog starts yelping.
With the death scene playing over and over in his head, this family is angry and doing something unheard of, suing for emotional distress, a part of the law that doesn't extend to animals.
She didn't deserve to die the way she died. Not at all.
It wasn't losing a pet, it was losing a child.
More than man's best friend, Maxie was more like family. At the heart of this case is what could be a precedent-setting ruling and vindication for all those who truly love their pets.
I am asking the court to extend the definition of family member to include a companion animal who is killed while the family owner is watching.
Gina Calogero specializes in the emerging field of animal law, is asking for millions for emotional distress. They're also suing for civil rights violations, calling the use of force excessive. The Piscataway police reluctant to comment for this story because of the lawsuit.
We have a Labrador Retriever who is probably one of the friendliest dogs that anyone would ever know. And this was not a vicious dog. This was not a dangerous dog.
She looks very much like Maxie.
Meet Sammy. She's the family dog now, but she's not Maxie, who to them could never, ever be replaced. Vanessa Tyler, CW11 News at 10.
Anti-American protests are continuing throughout the Middle East for a 6th day, and more Americans are continuing to lose their lives. Wow. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Vanessa Tyler. We are your source for news, weather, and traffic. Keep it right here on Fios 1. We're only on Verizon.